Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, Our Moments with God, our moments with the Word of God, our moments with the love, mercy, and compassion of God, our moments also with the holy ones of God, the saints of God, and not to forget to turn our attention also to ourselves, where the Spirit of God abides and where one can experience the presence of God, one can also experience His love, His mercy, His forgiveness, and of course take in the Word from the Word of God that we read. And of course today you see this image of Saint of Divine Mercy. I will come to that in a minute, but I also invite you to be co-missionaries with me by simply sharing the videos with others. And very soon I will be celebrating the second anniversary of the foundation of this channel. And I have reached about 7,200 subscribers by now. You can help by spreading this channel to more people so that more people can profit from it. Thank you. Today the church celebrates the feast of Saint Barbara, Virgin and Martyr from the 4th century. But there is another saint also whose feast the church celebrates today. He is known as Saint John of Damascus, or some call him Saint John Damascene. That means basically from Damascus, who was secretary in the state, who took over the position from his father, who was the secretary in the Umayyad Caliphate, a Muslim emperor. And in that time, he served also for the Caliphate. This was in sometime in 670 he was born, and he died later on in 700 and something. And a very interesting thing about him is that although he was in this position, he had difficulties in that work. So he gave up that work and decided to become a monk. And he went to near Jerusalem to a monastery, I think it is known as Mar Saba, where he went and joined the monastery and became a monk. But more importantly, then he studied, of course, philosophy, theology, and various sciences. He was a very intelligent guy, but used that knowledge to defend the teachings of the church. Particularly one important thing that he defended very strongly was the defense of the icons. I don't know if you know about iconology or iconoclast and iconophiles. For example, this is an icon which is very popular around in the Greek church, in the Orthodox church, and this is another sample of another icon, for example, which is similar to what I had here. These are icons which we don't see in many of the churches, but this is more popular in the Orthodox church, in the Greek church. If you go to Egypt, if you go to Greece, etc., you will find many of these icons. For example, now this icon, so beautiful, at the back here it is written, I'll read out for you. This work is an original contemporary Greek icon, hand-painted in a workshop for icons on the Mount Athos or from Thessaloniki, where the tradition of painting Byzantine icons is used since the 9th century. The export of this icon from Greece is allowed. So, you see, if you look at it close by, it is so beautifully painted and so much of expression in her eyes and in her on her face. So there was a controversy at that time, and taking from the Old Testament, which is also the Protestants do now, that we should not worship any images, or we should not worship any statues, which is true, which we do even now. What John Damascus defended was that using these icons is not worshipping them. These are just reminders of these holy images, are not statues and we do not really worship them, which is also what the Catholic Church constantly tells the Protestants, who think that by keeping statues in the churches or in places of worship, we are actually worshipping the statues and thereby we are doing idol worship. Now, this is completely unfounded and completely wrong. You see, this divine mercy, it's an image that was given to Saint Faustina, and she propagated this. This reminds us of what the mercy of Jesus and what Saint Faustina was told. So, he actually fought against this iconoclast and promoted not use of icons, and this was then also defended in the first council of Nicaea, I think, which took place in 700 or 800. I think it was 740 or something that the council of Nicaea took place. So let us remember also as Catholics that we are not worshipping images, we are not worshipping statues. We keep them to remind us of the face of Jesus, the mercy of Jesus, the beautiful image of Our Lady, for example. Here, I just love this icon, for example. And my dear friends, if you like, you may please subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.